So I think on Saturday we have a big game in the first game coming on, which is very, very fantastic. And Manchester United traveling to Southampton to play against Southampton. What do you think about that game? Don't put your hatches. I know you are a Manchester United fan. Will probably be winning the game.
So to cast our minds back, I think our last game against Southampton, I think it was played in Old Trafford, and the game ended at 0-0. It was a draw game. United, we've not been so good technically this season, but in this game, I think the best thing for Manchester United is going to be a draw, like double chance for Manchester United. It's going to be, yeah, without win or draw for Manchester United.
Danny,
I think I'll go with what Eddie said, but I think there's more fire right now in the camp of Man U, especially following what Ronaldo said. So I've told United would like to put a statement outside. So for me, I'm going to straight win for United.
I'm also going straight win for Manchester United because we all know what Cristiano Ronaldo said, and also the last game it wasn't actually very good for Manchester United. But hey, next one on our list is Fulham West Ham United. It's the derby, and we all know what Fulham has been doing, and West Ham didn't actually start the league very well.
Yeah, so for this kind of game, if you're going, there's always a shocker. So it's not good to choose who is going to win because it can easily turn. I think this for this kind of game, you should go with over games, over goals, the number of goals. So I think both teams to score, or you should go over 1.5.
Maybe after international break, the leagues are back, and we are here with another episode of Follow Investors. And with this, we give you predictions of fellow investors to go into the market for sure. But hey, we are not the reasons for your losses. It's a prediction. So if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. Neither one you win, we will be responsible for taking something from you. So I'm here with Eddie and Samir, and this is how we are going to give you the opportunity to make something out of the game for sure. As we enjoy it, we need to also make something out of it. Welcome, Samir and Eddie.
All right, so it's as you said already, it's a derby, and in derbies, derbies are full of surprises. But frankly speaking, I'll go for straight win for West Ham United.
They win for West Ham United, and I will go for maybe both teams to score as well because I want us to go more into winning, and then probably I'll go for goals, and maybe goals can be maybe over 1.5 for sure. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest.
Liverpool, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, Liverpool will be playing in
All right, so I think Liverpool have started their season very, very well under Arne Slot, and I think they won't lose. They won't look forward to lose their game against Nottingham Forest. Although Nottingham Forest, I think they've been doing probably well this season, but Liverpool straight win for Liverpool. Liverpool straight win.
so Asami.
Yeah, in order to beef the wins up, Liverpool straight win over 2.5.
Liverpool straight winner. And for me, I think I'll give Liverpool goals, maybe over 1.5 goals in the game for sure. But then Manchester City is playing in the Etihad Stadium with Brentford. Brentford, who worry a lot of some big clubs in the Premier League.
Yeah, so of course it's a City win, but you should know that the odds given to City will be very small. So in order to get more odds, you should go for Haaland to score.
All right, so I think in that game particularly, we're going for goals because anytime City is playing, I just expect like over 2.5. So let's expect more goals in the game, and I think Haaland to also score is also a good chance. Yeah, it's also a good odds. But City over 2.5.
For me to, I won't go much into the game, but then I think City will win maybe with goals, maybe over 2.5 goals for sure, because City has been scoring more than only Chelsea that they didn't score more than 2 goals in this season. Probably, I'm thinking they will still score more than 3 goals. So City goes over 2.5. And Chelsea will be traveling to Bournemouth. It's stubborn Bournemouth for sure.
Either way, this match is going to be very, very tough. Looking for both sides. I think I don't see anybody having the edge over the other. So I would rather go for goals. that'll be 1.5. The game 1.5. That is all.
Yeah, Eddie.
All right, so this season, Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth and Chelsea, I think they are all on the same scale, the same level. But for us to get something out of this game, I think let's go for first half over 0.5. First half over 0.5.
Let's have over 0.5.
Yeah, that means we should be expecting a goal in the first half of this game.
Okay. So for me, I think as a Chelsea fan, I find it very difficult in predicting Chelsea games, but I'm sure because of last game, what happened, the way they bashed the players, I think probably this will be a win for Chelsea. In La Liga, Saturday in La Liga, we'll just go into La Liga. So Saturday, Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid will be playing away from home.
Okay, so rest of that playing Real Madrid. In La Liga, I think Real Madrid, I think this season have been on and off with some like their draws have been too much. But in this goal, let's probably go for Real Madrid over 1.5. Yeah, Real Madrid over 1.5.
Yeah, looking at the way Mbappe usually likes to score with Real Sociedad, I'm seeing Real Madrid win and Mbappe to score.
Real Madrid winning, Mbappe to score. And for me, I think I will go for goals under 3.5 because Real Madrid have been struggling to get goals for sure. Serie A, we have Empoli versus Juventus. Juventus with their new coach. Probably I haven't watched their game though.
Yeah, so I've been able to watch their games and they are playing some wonderful games so far. So I say Juventus win over 1.5.
So I think probably I can't talk much of this game, but for us to make something out of it, so probably go for over 1.5. 1.5, yeah, over 1.5.
1.5. And now, usually in Serie A, sometimes the goal doesn't flow that much. But then I still think Juventus will walk away with the 3 points. And AC Milan, Venezia, maybe.
All right, AC Milan playing against Venezia. I think AC Milan have the advantage to walk over Venezia. But it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game, but AC Milan to carry the day. AC Milan, we're straight for AC Milan.
Judging with the form of AC Milan this season, I don't see so much from them. So I'm going to go with goals and 1.5.
But for me, I think Abraham, I think with their forward line last week, they compare how they score. He assisted in the first goal, and for sure, the way they are playing, I think AC Milan will carry the day because they are playing at home as well. So I think it will be. And League One, PSG will be playing at home against Brest.
I think it's
I
think it's an easy win for PSG, and hopefully, if PSG have their day at home, welcoming their fans, I think it will be over 2.5.
All right, so I think for PSG against Brest, let's dive into the first half and probably first half over 0.5. First half over 0.5.
First half over 0.5.
Yeah, first half over 0.5.
I think with PSG playing at home for sure, I'll go for them clean sheet because their last 3 games, they only play one match at home and they were having clean sheet over there. And the rest away, they were able to concede a goal. Something risky there, but I still think they could probably go in for that. Sunday, Premier League, we have big game for sure, and London Derby, Tottenham versus Arsenal. Arsenal have lost some couple of players. I think who will win that game?
I think due to Arsenal performance last weekend, all football fans were disappointed. That wasn't the results we were expected. So for them to probably give us a good clear vision that they are still contenders of the title, I think they have to probably win this game, and it's going to be a tough game against Tottenham Hotspur. But at the end of the day, Arsenal straight wins for Arsenal.
Yeah, so losing a key player like Martin Odegaard is going to disrupt the Arsenal play. But regardless, I think you have to be on the safer side to go for win or draw for Arsenal.
I think this game being London Derby, and I think playing in the Tottenham Sports Stadium, I think both teams will score for sure. But then we have Wolves and Newcastle United.
Yes, both teams are struggling, but the last match we saw Newcastle pushing a little edge over Tottenham to get the win. So I think Newcastle has an upper hand. So in order to be safe, Newcastle win over 1.5.
Newcastle win over 1.5. Eddie.
All right, so in that game, I think let me also go for Newcastle win over 1.5. Yeah. Or in general, over 1.5. Yeah, over 1.5.
Well, Newcastle is actually doing quite very well. Wolves have not been able to get their feet for their past two games. They've not been able to win it. But I think playing at home, they will get a goal. I think maybe it could be goals of 2.5. Barcelona will be traveling to Girona. Eddie,
All right, so I Barcelona this season, I think their performance have been fantastic. If I think we've been following the games of Barcelona, and for them to play against Girona, they are also playing against the game in Camp Nou, so they have the upper hand. And then all things being cleared, Barcelona straight win for Barcelona, and in the game, I think let's expect more than two goals, so about 2.5. Barcelona win over 2.5.
Yeah, so looking at this Girona side, who scored Barca last season, home and away, and looking at the sluggish football from Xavi, I think this time the team has changed and is playing a really pressing football. So in order to be safe from a Barca fan, I think you should go to goals, and I think there will be more than 3 goals in this game. It's over 2.5.
three goals in this game. Well, for me, looking at Hansen Flick, the way he has started with Barcelona, the confidence is there. And I think like Girona to looking at last season, what they did with Barcelona is going to be quite very difficult. And I don't see a lot of goals in the game. But I think at the end of the day, Barcelona could probably be getting the 3 points. Atletico Madrid and Valencia.
Yeah, so it's a straight win for Atletico Madrid. Looking at the caliber, I think straight win is good. Straight win over 1.5.
Eddie,
ATM Atletico Madrid against Valencia, probably. I'll go for eight Atletico Madrid. Atletico
Madrid to
Madrid
win.
to win at least one half. Yeah.
Well, then I think yeah, Atletico Madrid will get that win, but sometimes they are sloppy. Sometimes the games you think they could probably win, they ended up doing something else. But I think both teams to score in this game as well. Even though Atletico Madrid have been defending and defending very well, but I think Valencia with the caliber of well, let's see what is because I haven't watched Valencia game this season, but I know they are top club. The manager they used to have now is different ball game together, but I think both teams to score. This I think so the best give us the best thought that you think probably will be happening this weekend.
So a lot have been said, and I think we all have different opinions towards the games coming this weekend. But on my side, I think I'll go as I said, Manchester United, Southampton, Manchester United double chance. Then I also have here Fulham, West Ham United to win. Bournemouth, Chelsea, also that's Chelsea to win the game. Spurs, Arsenal, that's straight win for Arsenal. Yeah, and I also have here Manchester City, Wolves, Real Madrid against Sociedad. I think I said over 1.5. Yeah, then AC Milan, Valencia. I think AC Milan to carry the day. PSG first half over 1.5, over 0.5. Yeah. Wolves, Newcastle over 1.5.
Okay, so that takes us to the end of the session. And probably, guys, if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. This is Follow Investors. And hey, we are not responsible for your losses or your wins. So if you just join us, hit the subscription button. If you want to be getting this every week or midweek before the games, then and let's get it and let's make something out of the game. See you in the next video. Ciao.